I'm delighted to be joined now by Craig Cooper of Liverpool fanzine, the Travelling Kop. Craig, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Now, Liverpool, 8th in the league, behind West Ham, but only 5 points from Champions League qualification. What have you made of the season so far?
This season for Liverpool obviously has been very indifferent. Obviously last season, there was the highs and the lows of just missing out on the league on the infamous Gerrard slip, or every team likes to remind us about. But no, I think this year obviously we brought in all the new players. It's been difficult, but I mean towards the second half of this season, it has they're starting to develop. Markovic is improving game by game. Emre Can, he's been outstanding as well. So obviously all the players, they're starting to get there, and hopefully, like I said, 5 points behind. I mean I think it's quite easily reachable.
Obviously, Luis Suarez is someone who left the club in the summer. How much of an impact has his departure had?
Oh, massively. Obviously, you saw all the goals in the partnership with Sturridge. It's not only the presence on the pitch, it's presence off the pitch as well. The fans adored him, absolutely adored him. Obviously, can't blame him for leaving. He wants to go to Barcelona. Fair dues. He's not doing so well now. But like I said, that's it. He's gone.
And obviously the man who was brought in to replace him, or at least some of his goals, Mario Balotelli, he's come under a lot of stick this season, involved in a fair bit of controversy as well. What have you made of his start to life at Liverpool?
Yeah, you pretty much can't get a worse start. If we're honest, obviously the word on the street and stuff with all the Liverpool fans, and amongst it, through all the stories that people have said that apparently that it wasn't maybe Brendan Rodgers' choice of striker, that maybe it was the transfer but committee who got him in. Like I said, the fact that he's not been playing, the fact that Barini, who wasn't getting the game and he was going to get rid of, is getting the games ahead of him, sort of signifies what Rodgers thinks of him, and it is exactly what every single Liverpool fan thinks.
Definitely. And obviously who is supposed to be a strike partner, Daniel Sturridge, is coming back into the fray soon. He's going to be returning from injury, definitely against West Ham next week. Do you think his return will have a big impact on your fortunes?
Oh, definitely. I think obviously he'll want to try and prove something. He'll want to get back scoring again. Or he's an out-and-out striker. He's hungry for goals. You see on his Twitter and on his Instagram. He absolutely adores the club. He loves it, and he's gutted when he's not playing. So I think him coming back will give a massive impact. Purely, goal-wise, but again, for team morale, team spirit, he's coming back at the right time. I think, just to get stuck in and possibly push us towards those Champions League places.
And then obviously the manager, Brendan Rodgers, who was hailed all of last season, deservedly so, for guiding you to second. Now, is he due some criticism for Liverpool's downturn in fortune, or is he not the man to blame?
Personally, I don't think he is to blame. Obviously, like I said, losing Suarez and Sturridge for the first losing Suarez completely, and then losing Sturridge for the first half of the season. That is completely impact. That is solely down, I personally think, impacting on why we're not doing as good as we are. Because the games that we have won, we've played really well. And I think obviously it's with him not with Rodgers. I think he's done right. Obviously the only way that he can improve on this year is by winning the league. So obviously it's always going to be a downward spiral from there.
And obviously, back near the start of the season, he had a bad result against West Ham, losing 3-1 at Upton Park. What did you make of that performance?
Do you know what? I was watching it. Obviously, I wasn't there, but I was watching it, and for the first 15-20 minutes, I thought Liverpool played really well. But then, like I said, Allardyce, he's got a really strong team together. All the lads who want to play for each other, and fair play. They did play a lot better on the day. Obviously, there's a few extra heads in the team in the team now as well. So obviously they've got something to prove. Even more so. But I think definitely. Now I think Rodgers will assess that, and I think from then to now, I think the team has come a long way.
And who do you think from West Ham's side could be the biggest threat to Liverpool this weekend?
To be honest, I definitely think Downing. He's came in quite a lot this season, and he's got quite a few goals, loads of assists. You know what I mean? So he is a danger. And I mean, obviously Liverpool like didn't utilise him, I think, as well as he did when he was at Anfield. But Allardyce has got the best out of him completely.
Well, on that note, what do you think did go wrong for Downing at Anfield? Because obviously he'd come in the back of a very good few years at Aston Villa and just didn't deliver how you'd expected him to.
Yeah, I think obviously he came with a big price tag, and I think the pressure was on him. And I think I think the manager just didn't get it just didn't fit into the ethos of the team. And some games when he did play all right, but he just never had that lucky break of being consistently great all the time.
So looking at your midfielders, obviously Steven Gerrard is another one who's been much talked about. What do you make of his pending move to America and LA Galaxy?
It's like every Liverpool fan. I mean, I think every Liverpool fan would agree. It's absolutely devastating for him to be going. Obviously, he is Liverpool. I mean, if you think Steven Gerrard, you think Liverpool straight away. And I think him going obviously will have a big effect on like the team spirit and stuff. I mean, because like I said, he's been at the club since he was 8, and I mean, fair play to him. Like I said, I mean, if he wants to, like I said, he did want to finish career at Anfield, but obviously like there was all talks about him not getting a contract in the summer, and he got off the contract in January and stuff, and he turned it down. I mean, obviously, like I said, it is what it is, you know what I mean? It's a bumper payday for him. Obviously, going to LA Galaxy, experiencing a different league. I think obviously he'll be able to have a few more years there because obviously the pace of football there isn't the same as what it is in the Premiership. And I think he will flourish there, and hopefully he will come back in January. I mean, I'd like to see him come back in January, whether he will or not, and whether he'll come back and have the same effect as he used to.
Yeah. Well, as long as he doesn't go to City, then he'll be okay.
No, he definitely won't go to City.
Yeah. And then obviously looking ahead to the weekend, it's West Ham v Liverpool again. What are your predictions going into that match, considering West Ham have a fit side, Sakho's back and scoring?
Yeah. For me, I mean, I personally do think now, obviously, if Sturridge is back, I think Liverpool can nick it. I think obviously we've got our formation together now. I mean, the three at the back seems to be working really, really well. Obviously with Liverpool, Sakho, like he's been outstanding since he came back into the side. Emre Can as well. I think Liverpool will just nick it. Maybe 2-1.
Okay, and then obviously both sides are still in the FA Cup. Do you see a repeat of maybe the 2006 final? Although this time West Ham winning, maybe.
No, I'd love it. I really would love it. I mean, obviously now, because like a few of the big teams went out, or big teams,
yeah.
a few of them like went out. I mean, to like embarrassing home defeats. It's obviously good now for the likes of Liverpool and West Ham and stuff to maybe get something. So I'd love it. I would love the repeat, but obviously with the same type of result that was last time.